free sub. That doesn't make sense. Alright guys, welcome to Game 4. Game 4 is between Daut and Bact, just like the previous games, and Daut has chosen Huns, and it is Aztecs then for Bact. And I was just saying earlier how they pause a lot, and I'm guessing they pause at some point here, so the game is kind of frozen for us. Golden Pit is like Gold Rush, in the sense that most of your gold is going to be in the middle, but Gold Rush normally has hills, and Golden Pit, well, this is a giant pit here. In Age of Empires 2, when you're attacking on top of a hill, you do 25% more damage, and then the person at the bottom of the hill does 25% less damage. So that means, if Daut has 30 Cav Archers here later, and he's firing uphill, he's doing 25% less damage, and Bact will be doing 25% more damage. So it is really difficult to hold this, which will make it fun. I think it's better than Gold Rush, actually. Gold Rush, you're immediately rewarded for going on that hill, so you can have less effective military and do more because you're on the hill. Golden Pit, you need to really make sure that you're not over-investing into the middle. Go mosh in the middle. Yeah, let's get the mosh pit in the middle. Yeah, it's funny. So there's 5 tiles of gold, 800 times 5, and that's all they'll have. That will disappear very quickly. They have a bunch of wood lines. They also have 2 stones. The stones are pretty much standard. They're just down 1 tile than your standard maps like Arabia. And yeah, that's the gist of it, guys. It's a bit more open than Gold Rush as well. A Gold Rush you normally can wall up pretty easily towards your TC. On this map, it's not going to be as easy to do. 4,000 gold. Yes, Jacob. Yes, Jacob. But 4,000 gold, if you think about it, when there's normally hundreds of units killed throughout a match, just think how much gold goes into 4,000. Like, how many units go into 4,000 gold? That's about a Castle Age army or 2, and that's it. You're going to need to see this prioritized late Castle Age. Does the hill effect stack with a higher hill? No, it does not. It does not stack. It bothers me when it pauses during matches, because since we have that spec delay, we get all the text at once. There we go. We're good. Cool. All right, so Aztecs. I think Aztecs can do quite well versus Huns. They start with the extra gold, so they get 50 extra gold than Huns will have at their main base. We oftentimes see man-at-arms into archers and eagles. What do knights have that are very good? I'm sorry, my words are getting mixed up. What do Huns have that are very good? They have knights and cav archers. Well, the cav archers can be countered by the Aztec eagles, and the knights can be countered by the Aztec monks. The one thing Huns do have is that mobility. They're fast, and they can hit you from different angles, and I think that is what Daut will win this game with, if he does indeed win. Bact won the first 2 games, which were all lands maps, pretty easily, I'd say. Daut chose islands, and he won on islands, so that's good for him, but ideally for Daut, he'll tie this up here, and ideally for us as well, so we can see all 7 games. Once a sub to T90 official for community games, and he didn't notice. Sorry, man, I normally do most of my shoutouts in between matches during show matches, and that way I'm focusing mainly on the game. But thank you for the Prime sub. And Marvino, what's up, dude? Thank you for 6 months. Thank you, guys. Somebody asked if I make more from YouTube or Twitch. It's not even close. YouTube is really bad at supporting their content creators, so it's not even close. So if you're new to Twitch, the best way to support me is subbing to the stream. I do appreciate everyone out there who watches ads on my YouTube and whatnot, but YouTube, they don't do a good job nowadays of really supporting content creators, and Twitch just has better ways to get involved. Okay, so the golds for Daut are in the same area. This could end in Feudal Age if Daut loses these golds. While Bact has a gold on the back, and he has a gold in the front, and he has one of his stones here, and the other stone has got to be around here somewhere. Oh, okay, so they're both forwards. Both players luring in deer. Bact trying to figure out where Daut is. He went to this side, which is the incorrect side. I will probably find him soon. I just don't know. Normally, if there's more wood on the map, you would go scouts. But it could be tough if Bact finds Daut, which he's going to do, and goes man-at-arms. He'll arrive to the wood line, and normally you have 10 villagers on wood when you go scouts. You can't really saturate this one nugget of wood with 10 villagers all that easily. A Daut could maybe wall here and wall here, and he could protect his eco to start off, but I think Daut will lose map control to the stronger Aztec units. Daut could go for man-at-arms himself, but that's not going to work out too well against Aztecs as they will have more. It's easier for them to do it. Okay, both players getting loom. Both players looking to advance to the next stage. And, ooh. You know what? Bact doesn't have the best eco setup here. You see how he tried to drop off food a moment ago? He got loom kind of early, didn't he? Normally you get loom before you click up. I think after this villager he'll be fine though. Yep, he'll be fine. Okay. We'll go to this gold, and yes, man-at-arms for Bact. Daut, I'm pretty sure we'll go with scouts, and yes, he is walling up. So this will be fine to get the scouts massed. But he will lose map control most likely to the man-at-arms. So in this situation, he can actually avoid the man-at-arms because they can't get into his base. And he can run and try and counter Mr. Daut. Or, not Mr. Daut, Bact, sorry. Alright, now, if you have something like man-at-arms, it gives you a lot of map control. If you scout these 2 golds, you might want to try and deny that from your opponent. I think Bact is going for that. 4 villagers coming forward. We saw this in game 1. Not ideal to be housed for a moment there if you're Bact, because his militia haven't been created. Daut seeing this, he knows what's coming. And this is why going scouts can be a problem, because you need to create about 3 or 4 of them for them to really offer anything to you, and you have to build the stable in feudal age and then wait for them to produce, while the militia can be created in Dark Age and just upgraded. The meta has shifted towards man-at-arms play, and Aztecs is suited for that. Okay, Bact's coming forward. Doesn't necessarily have to be towers, you know? He could just build a forward archery range and start creating his archers here, but 1 tower would deny most of this. I don't like that tower. I would have preferred it here. Because this gold can actually still be taken by Daut, but it wouldn't be comfortable. And Daut adding those scouts, as I said. I'll see what he does. He's gone to stone, so he can build defensive towers. Getting a few shots in on that Eagle Warrior. He sees the villagers building the tower. Back to making sure that Daut doesn't rush this down. Daut is not going to do that. And now we need to see where Daut will place some counter towers. I think a tower here and a tower here would be perfect. For now, he's going to wall. Bact did go on stone at home. This is very difficult to do. Send forward villagers, research man-at-arms, and have the stone for the second tower after going forward. That is not easy to do. Which means his economy will be very fragile back at home, and that's where Daut's going to go. Okay, yep, Daut going to build the tower here, so he can protect his stone and this wall a little bit more. Now, you don't want to build too many preemptive towers, because then your opponent knows where your tower has been built, and they will find a wiser place to place theirs, and that's exactly what Bact has done. Look at that tower, that's beautiful. Something that Daut can see, but he can't do anything about. 4 scouts forward from Daut. Now, what Bact will probably do is add defensive spears. And, I mean, he's so good with this style, Bact. He's so good. Now, what can Daut do? He runs into a TC here. Maybe he can snipe this weak vill on the farm. But if there's 2 spears, then Bact is completely fine. And he has pushed Daut off stone. Daut can build 1 more tower. On Golden Pit, all the focus to start off the match, not on the pit. And now, what Bact could do is, he could try and bait Daut into a tower. Daut doesn't even see this. But if Daut did, he could start building a tower here, and then Bact could reposition to this side. And he could always build a second one as he's still on stone. Jacob says, I have to go now. Have a good rest of your day, and good luck on your date. Jeez, I don't think you guys... I told you that. I don't think you guys have the dates of the date right. I should never have even mentioned that. Jacob, thank you, man. Have a great day, man. It's actually not today. I might have misspoke. Actually, it happened yesterday and everything was good. Yeah, that's what we'll say. Daut has come to this wood line. As you can see, it's very inefficient. Daut sees the spears and he recognizes he can't really counter. So, what you can do here, and this is something that I've learned over the past year as I've improved as a player, is you can add skirmishers. So add 4 to 5 skirmishers and just keep your scouts alive and then send the skirms to your enemy base and pick off the spears with the skirms. And then once you do that, your scouts can kill all the vills. The downside is, Bact he's Aztecs, so he could make eagle warriors, so the ranged units are not going to be ideal. I doubt we'll see eagles because eagles can die to the scouts, so the other bad thing is Bact can now build defensive towers, and that's what he's working on. Oh, Daut's going to engage these 2 spears because he has so many scouts. More spears arriving, and Bact's tower will go up. Nice pickoff from Daut, though. And oh, look at this! Look at this! A new tower from Bact. Daut trying to build one. Daut will lose 1 villager. It could be more than that. And I think Daut, he could struggle here. This tower can be attacked by the man-at-arms. This tower goes up. Let's see, he will have to rush this down. It's awkward for both players because they don't want to leave the base of the opponent's tower. And Daut has brought his scouts back, so I think he might be okay here. And he might snipe these vills from Bact. Let's see here, the vills are going to come out shortly. As Bact tries to use his man-at-arms to attack the scouts and distract, he loses them to the tower fire. And yes, the tower goes down for Bact. Daut with his scouts, good job. And, ooh... the villagers can't get in. Bact's gonna lose a vill, I think. Yeah, he'll lose a vill. Here come the spears. Again, the spears, they don't offer all that much with the skirmishers here. And Daut is going to have a lot of food eco to advance to castle age relatively quickly. The only issue is the gold for him. Now, he could just stroll right past and go right to the middle, but Bact would probably see that. And Bact needs to get another tower up. He's going for that now. He just needs to make sure Daut can't get this gold. So, I'd say Daut's eco is probably ahead. I also like how much map control Daut is getting back. But he doesn't have gold. And that's a problem on Golden Pit. Because Bact will know... oh, yeah, Daut's going to go here. Bact will know if Daut goes through. If he pays attention to this, he'll see the vills running towards the middle. How interesting is this game? He's going towards the middle gold at minute 20. He hasn't been able to take any of his golds at his base. And now Bact knows exactly where he will be. Yeah, he's noticed alright. There's really nothing that Bact can do to deny that at the moment, though. He needs to hit castle, and then maybe he can do something, and I think he will try and hit castle shortly. These skirms being very annoying. Idling the lumberjacks. Good stuff from Daut. I mean, if Daut had the gold, then I would say that he's way ahead here. The other issue might be Bact will hit castle first, but I do think the economy is much more efficient for Daut. Now that he has 2 lumber camps, he has so many farms and wheelbarrow. Archers can't stop this here because of the tower and the skirmishers. Eagles might be the next option, but eagles die to knights, and Daut, he already has so many stable units. And Bact's building lots of towers. That's not ideal, I'll tell you that much. We'll protect him, but oh, even Daut coming forward with his own tower. This is good play from Daut. Very good play. Bact running back home with his 3 villagers on the front. 1 weak vill there. Yep, we'll save that vill. Spooky Sean says, T90, are you making any more subscriber badges soon? You mean for... oh my goodness, that vill's gone down. Bact is definitely struggling to deal with all the pressure Daut sending his way. You mean for the 2-year sub, or do you mean just remaking them in general? Spooky Sean. I don't think I'll remake them. I feel like having the channel image is good, and it's so small it's hard to make out any other ideas, but Alright, let's see here. Bact trying to get this gold. Losing Vills. Now, I think Daut, if he plays this correctly, kills the spears. And then goes after the Vills. He'll get another Vill pick or two. Daut's on the way to castle, as well as Bact. And Bact, oh, he's taking far too many losses here, guys. And Daut's playing this really strong. Oh my goodness, Bact. And all the Vills can't fit in the tower, so he loses 3 more. 44 Vills versus 38. And now these farms cannot be collected. Bact's eco is just... It's funny, Bact's eco is suffocated more than Daut's is. Like, Daut might not have the gold and one of his wood lines, and his stone, but it feels like Bact is more suffocated. And now what do? It has to be eagles, right? And if it's eagles, as Daut builds another brilliant tower, Daut, he can go with knights. And he has control of the pit. Make cheer badges, resources from the game. I want T90 tree next to my name. I'm going to make the T90 tree badge the only unique badge, and it will be at like 5 million bits. I'm just kidding. I also, like, I would need someone to create ideas for that, and I haven't really had anyone approach me. And also I feel like the bit badges look pretty good. Even though it's default, I think it looks pretty good. I assume we'll see some knights from Daut. There we go. And he's pretty much surrounding Bact, but Bact will have the Eagle Warriors, so the skirmishers are pretty much useless. Okay, it's 2 stables for Daut. He's built a stable in the middle as well. And this is interesting. Bact has limited gold at his base. Now he'll probably want to make monks to convert the knights, but if he gets anywhere near the towers or any ranged units, his monks will die. So, it's almost like he can't easily take the middle away from Daut due to the fact that the towers are there. But I imagine we'll see a monastery. He could try and go to stone and build a castle in the middle, but remember, he built so many extra towers, he doesn't have the stone he would want. And what about Daut? And Daut, he's at about 300 stone. He does have the stone there he would need for a few TCs and a castle. And Daut has 16 military versus 7 of Bact, and he is the best form of military in the form of knights. There's the Voodoo. Yeah, and there's conversion. So we heard the Voodoo. Bact gets 1 knight. He needs to hide in a tower TC, and he will do so. It's still not ideal, though. It's definitely not ideal. Oh! Okay, he got into the TC, but he's losing Vills here. Now, oh, he's sending eagles onto Daut's stone and wood line, recognizing that, hey, Daut's stables, one's in his base, one's in the middle. He's separated from his economy a bit. And this is a great game. There's another Voodoo and no conversion that time around. I said that Huns have the mobility. Daut has certainly used that, but Bact is being stubborn and once again hitting the wood line from Daut. He needs this. He needs this because Daut is 10 Vills ahead. It feels like the window is slowly closing for Daut with the knights, as you just heard. He lost another one. But yeah, I think he cleaned up 2 monks afterwards, and maybe not. He's piling on the pressure. Here's another Voodoo. He converts the knight. Daut doesn't really need to push the eco of Bact anymore, though. That's the thing. And another conversion. Wow. These conversions, though. All he really needs to do is hold the middle and protect his own economy, which he's now doing. For those that are still confused by the MBL mod, I can show you the clip after the series today. Just reminds me. I think if you're Daut, you should probably go for your own monastery just to heal up your weak knights. Consider adding even a 3rd stable. Consider purchasing a castle to build in the middle, because that would make it almost impossible for Bact to get the middle back. It's looking very good for the 2-2 now. Bact winning the first 2 games. Daut on the verge of winning the 4th, I think. Still not over, of course. The conversions can play a huge part For Bact, he's committed to 2 monasteries. But, if that doesn't work for him, I don't see what other options he really has. And Daut can also get these golds back because these towers are not fully walled. Maybe this is the moment that Bact will choose to go towards the middle because he knows that Daut is here. Another TC for Daut. That'll be his second town center. And also, he did build another tower up here earlier. So that will be taken down by what used to be his own knight. And a second TC for Bact as well. But basically, the Vil picks that these players get are huge because the town center numbers are the same. And here's a few Vil picks for Bact. Actually, quite a few Vil picks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 5, maybe 6? Well done there. Bringing it in closer to his favor. Now, I said earlier that pushing these towers would make it difficult because the towers can pick off the monks. The towers have 10 range, the monks have 9 range. Now, Aztec monks, they're special monks because every single time you research a tech with Aztecs, they get 5 more HP, so they can survive a lot longer. And Daut adding cav archers now, recognizing that he's going to need something to pick off the monks. And cav archers and knights versus just eagles and monks. I do still like the cav archers and knights move. It's all down to the conversions with the monks, though. Bact, he needs to push soon. He needs to push soon. He's out of gold here. He has 400 gold left here. And that is it. He needs to get into the pit. And again, Daut's completely fine when it comes to gold. He's actually ahead in villagers. Another town center for Bact. Wouldn't surprise me to see Bact selling from the market soon. Selling wood and selling food. Resources he doesn't have a lot of anyway. There we go. 1 monk down. He's got caught out here. Let's see here. How many monks will die? Daut. Fire. He could have killed all of them. I don't know why he was pump faking, but still that's huge. He killed so many monks. And now his knights will just clean up. Another town center for Daut in the middle. Maybe build a siege workshop to take out this tower soon. He's already taken out this one with a knight. Maybe he can use that knight on this tower. That's huge because that's 400 gold that Bact does not have down the drain. And those monks, they could have been useful with conversions and healing. I think Daut, he's in full control here. Chain barding armor now on his knights, so they'll be even stronger. The cav archers already have bodkin arrow. The micro from Daut. The knights closing in. Bact is probably running out of gold as we speak. Only 2 monks remaining. The mangonels drop. The monks, they'll get conversions, but they drop as well. And then what will Bact have left? How can he add anything more? He cannot afford it, that's for sure. And Daut knows it. 93 population versus 57 population. And he calls the GG there. Daut ties it up. It is now 2-2. Okay, maybe this will go to YouTube separately because I thought after the first 2 games that it was going to be a sweep because Daut wasn't warmed up. Daut's warmed up now. It is 2-2. What a great series so far. Great defense from Daut. Great counterattack from Daut. The counters, it was really the late feudal age push that he had that won him the game. He forced so many extra towers from Bact. He killed villagers with his scouts and skirm combo. And then he was ahead in Castle Age after getting to the middle, and he just needed to hold by massing knights and cav archers. Great game from Daut. There's the KD for you. The eco stats very telling. Gold is interesting. Daut collected most of his gold from the middle, and Bact collected all of his gold from his base. But the food and the wood, that's what did it in the end. And we will move on to the next match.